Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd come on and share with you a flip through of my 2017 December daily. I was 19 when I made this album, so this was a few years ago now, 4 years ago now, and I thought I would show you what I did, give you some ideas, give you some tips. So this is an album that I had, and as you can see, I wrapped it in wrapping paper because I wanted it to look more Christmassy, but you can see where I put the tape. So one day I might come around to changing it, I might not, I don't know. Okay, so here we are, opened to the front. This page here, I thought it was really cool. I saw an idea of it on Instagram where they had it as a half circle and a peak through as well as it's being stitched. I hand stitched this because I did not have a sewing machine back then. So it's very chunky stitching and it looks almost drawn on. I also hand stitched around that star. So there was a lot going on. I printed this online. I thought it looked really cute. I do still like it now. I just think it looks like a stamp that didn't really stamp properly. And this was my intentions page. So on the back, I didn't call it intentions, I called it the reason why. So this was what I wanted to do. Because this was such a big page, my intentions weren't really that large. So I ended up having to really embellish it and kind of turn it into more of a poem, and to me it's not really authentic that I had to do that. So this year what I'm doing is I'm actually doing a tiny little blurb and I'm just leaving it at that. So this was my page one. Here, start of the season was very simple, just letting you know I'm from Australia, so it is hot here, so you will not see any snow, you will not see anything like that. So all I did was I just took photos around the house and left it like that. So I had this photo of a tree stump that we'd cut down. I thought it was an artistic photo. And then here on the front I just have a photo of where I used to live and then some journaling on here. Very simple page, just left it at that with this little star paperclip, and then I did a peek through here with the number 1 word. So the back was number 2. It was a birthday party that I went to, so just again some journaling with a little tag. I didn't want this page to be Christmassy because it wasn't really a Christmas event, it was a birthday party, so I wanted it to look not very Christmassy. So then over here there was just a Snapchat filter, so I took a photo and that was it. That's the page. I just did journaling around the outside. Something you'll notice with my journaling is it's not always going to be like this because I didn't like my handwriting then. I have a very different relationship with my handwriting now, so I think this year will be a lot more predominant, but I do really like this letter. I think this was from the Gather collection, which is not Christmassy at all. I just liked the way that it looked. I thought it accented well. So this one here was like a flashback page. So this was my first ever Christmas. So there's photos of me when I was a baby, and then there, very cute. And then this page here, I wanted more interactive elements, so I did this page here, and this was a gratitude page. So I had all the things that I was grateful for that year, and I do quite like this. I have not read this since I made this album, so it's really nice that I can go back and look at this and see what I was grateful for in 2017. Number 6, I did a giant cutout of a letter 6 and laminated the page, and what I did was I took a photo of our 6 dogs. At the time we had 6 dogs. I don't have that many anymore, so it was like my nan's dog, my mum's dog, my brother's, my dog, and then my parents' dog. So I just liked this one. I didn't have the 2x2 page protectors at the time because when I bought this album I wasn't planning on doing December daily, and then when I decided to do it I was like, oh, I really want to do one of those 2x2 pages. So you don't need one of those, you can just cut at them like this. It's very easy and I find it really cute to look back on. Number 7 was my Christmas tree. It's going to be, this is a double page, this one and this one here. My tree is going to look very different this year because this was actually my mum's tree, and I have now moved out, so I no longer have this tree. I have my own tree. This was actually not red. I ripped it off and coloured it in. In person you can see that I've coloured it in, but I don't think you can see on the camera. And this photo is so dark, so I'm not loving it, but it's okay. And then I thought it'd be cool to actually put a photo of myself in there, because I was watching a Ali Edwards, she was going through her December daily process, and she said that she went back and looked on previous years and she actually wasn't in the album. So she did things like this with just, you know, those candid photos, putting photos on the tree. So I thought I would do that as well, and it is quite nice to get a little bit of look at, you know, what I look like. I can see my hair, and just interesting thing to look back on. So number 8, I had another Snapchat filter, and then there was this picture that I really liked. It said resting Grinch face. I thought it was really cool. And then around the outside I did the Grinch poem, but I changed Grinch to my name, so I thought that was really clever. And then number 9, I put in my card that I made that year. Every year I make a Christmas card, so this was the one that I made for this year. I thought it was just a fun way to include it, and it's just a blank card. Number 10 is a photo of my dog. Oh, he looks so cute. And then down the bottom, this was a piece of red foam that I cut into a heart, and then I stitched it. I thought it was really cute, just quite a simple photo, but I really like it. Number 11 was 11 Christmas movies that I enjoy. So there's like The Grinch. I love the Santa Claus movies. I think they're fantastic. I love Christmas of the Cranks. Polar Express would be my favorite Christmas movie, but these are some good ones, so that's what I did there. I wanted to include one of those 3x8s, but I didn't have a fuse tool at the time. I didn't have a sewing machine, so I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I just used washi tape, and it works. And I think it's quite cool because I'm pulling in some of those copper elements that I had. And then number 12 was tradition. So this is Christmas traditions that I had actually printed on scrapbooking paper on here. So I cut it down to this size and then I printed it. And I really liked the idea of putting these in here. I would like to do Christmas traditions again because they're going to look different than they did here. This is again when I was living with my family, so they're going to look very different. And these are just some photos that kind of go along with the Christmas traditions. So like this is us making fudge, then the Polar Express, Michael Bublé, eggnog, that was what that was. So this was just the tea that I was really liking at the time. And then this is where I decided to put my cards for the year. So just some really cool types of cards that I had received. And I just put them in this page. This was page 14. I want that one at the front. This one's really cool. This one was actually made by a cousin of mine. She worked in a retirement village and they were making cards. So I wanted to keep that one. But it's 14 because this is the card that my friend made me. Then 15, it says shush here on the side because I actually had a little surgery and I didn't want it to be completely open, but it's, you know, a card there that I can pull out, and I thought that was a really fun memory that I got to document in a way that still makes it look like it's a part of December Daily, but it's not exactly a Christmassy moment. And on the back, I have the card of when my surgery was. So 16 is when we went and saw Star Wars. That was The Last Jedi, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, The Last Jedi. So I had that one in there. And then on the back, there was this is my Jollyface Star Wars Christmas shirt. So I thought that was really cool. So I included that. 17 was my cookies that I made that year. I made a giant tag and I made these cookies. And then on the back is the recipe. I really like this. I want to do this again this year, but with everything that I make. I do love to do a lot of baking at Christmas time, so I'm hoping to carry this specific thing over to December Daily this year. And then here is 18. I had like a checklist. This was a no photo page, so I had no idea of what I wanted to do. So I just had this Project Life card, and I just went through the things that I ticked off that I kind of like a to-do list, and that was the page. 19, I just wanted to do a cute little photo of my dog standing in front of the Christmas tree. This started to get more of, I was in such a rush every single day that I didn't really have time. Sorry. This is getting to the stage where I was in such a rush every single day getting things done that there wasn't a lot of time to take photos and tell stories. So I did have to do specific things. So this is just a photo of some Christmas ornaments that we got. I think it looks really cool. The photo was yellowed a fair bit, so I'm not sure why that's happened, but I do like how that looks. And then 20 was wrapping paper that I used that year. So you don't have to do crazy stories. I know that this is wrapping paper. I think it kind of is obvious that it's wrapping paper, and it's just the different wrapping paper that we had. 22 I didn't do, and I don't feel bad that I didn't do it because it was obviously a really busy day, and I could probably put a sticky note in there now to say very busy, couldn't do it. 23 was just a cute little documenting page about the this is my parents' dog Bracken, and there's a photo of people sitting with him. That's what he used to do that a lot, so I thought it was a cute thing to document. This was just a tag that I got. So 24, I have no photos, I just have journaling, and it talks about that I was baking and that I just really loved baking. And here we are at Christmas 25. So I have this piece of chipboard here. This is from Spotlight. It was from like one of those string things, so I took the string off and I painted it. I just thought it was nice to have a nice textured element. This is my stocking. My parents did a stocking for me my whole life, so I had to document that. And then we had our Christmas tree with all the different wrapping paper, and then just a photo of us, and I wrote down what I ate that day. I thought that was a cool thing to document. And then on the last page, I just did a little kind of reflection on here about the project, what I liked about it. And then this was the party favor that I got inside of my Christmas cracker. So I just put it in there. It was a little puzzle. So this is my December daily. I'm so, looking back on it now, this is not my style at all anymore, but it is so nice to look back on, to see all of these memories from a time that was different to what is now. Like, I don't live at this house anymore. I don't live with the same people anymore. So it's going to be very different. I was also in university here, so I work now, I'm a teacher, so I'll be able to document that in my December daily this year. So it's nice to look back on this as well and get some ideas, and also just to reflect on how things have changed. So this was really awesome to go through. I hope you got some inspiration and to see how other people kind of attempted December daily. This was the first time I ever did December daily as well. Oh, that's a lie. I did attempt it the year before, and I did day one, and then that was it. I was just so overwhelmed I didn't know what to do. So now that I've gone through the process, and like, I didn't beat myself up. I don't think I finished this until maybe December of 2018 because I wasn't sure what to do, so I didn't press myself. So that is the flip through. I will put a link to my December daily playlist, which is going to have my foundation pages, and then kind of like little process videos. It's going to be compilation process videos of 2021, so stay tuned for that. You can see how this is different from the first time that I'm doing it to having a bit more experience, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, please consider subscribing and also liking the video, and go and check out some other videos on my channel because I think you'll really like them. Thanks for watching. Bye!